Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my last video for 2022. Honestly guys, I can't believe that we are almost ending this year. We only have one day left, I think. Yeah, today's 30th of December, so we only have one day left. And I remember it was just yesterday when we were celebrating this new year, welcoming the new year of 2022, and now we only have one more day left to welcome 2023. I mean, where has time gone? Can someone just make it make sense? Because I feel like time has just gone like that before my eyes. But anyway, I'm so excited on how this year is ending, and I thought, why not share a 2022 wrapped video, because we have 2022 Spotify wrapped, and I was like, why not share a 2022 wrapped video where I'll be talking about some of the highlights, some of the lessons I learned. I'll be sharing with you the vision board that I made for 2022 and the New Year's resolutions that I made for 2022, whether or not I was able to accomplish them, and what next for the new year of 2023. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's start with the vision board, the 2022 vision board, and the New Year's resolution list, whether or not I was able to accomplish all the goals that I set for myself for this year. So here's a fun story. Just like many of us, we tend to create this list or this vision board either in December, or some of us do it in January. And I remember doing mine in January. It was early January. I think the first week or the second week of the new year, I was still having the energy, the New Year's excitement, and I had this list of goals that I wanted to accomplish. I remember there were 15 goals that I wanted to accomplish throughout the year. And looking back, I think by February or March, I had already sort of given up on my list. So then I just like deviated from my course, and I wasn't really accomplishing the goals. Like all that New Year's excitement, all that vibe of having the list, it just went away. It was until the second quarter of 2022, so you're speaking of around May or June, that's when I actually started to tick off some of the goals, because that's when I fully started to accomplish some of the goals and to tick them off from the list. So it made me realize that it took half the year, like half the year was gone for me to actually start to accomplish some of my goals which I made for myself on the list. And now looking back on my vision board, out of the 15 goals that I set for myself, I have been able to accomplish 8 of the 15 goals that I set for myself, which is actually nice because it is half of the goals that I set for myself for 2022. So the remaining 7 goals that I had, or I was not able to achieve for this year, I'll just move them to the next year and include them in the next year's resolution list and the next year's vision list, and continue to work on them. So I am so proud in a way, because even though it took me half a year for me to actually start working on my goals and to actually achieve them, but I am glad that I was able to do it. I was able to achieve it. I never gave up on my list. I kind of gave it up earlier in the year, but I did not give it up throughout the year, and I actually went on and started to achieve the goals. Many of us, we usually have this list, and we during the first month of the year, that is January or February, we tend to want to accomplish or to work on all of the goals that we have at once, which it actually doesn't work that way. Because then if you're having a list of 20 items and you're planning to work on the 20 items all at once, you're not able to actually focus on one goal, then move to the next, then move to the next. But I would say one of the lessons that I learned from the way I approached my goals is more of, I was making baby steps, I was making little steps or little progress, and usually a little progress is better than no progress at all. So we have to acknowledge it, that we are making baby steps, and that's what I was actually doing for the first half of the year. From January to June, I was making little progresses, which I may not have acknowledged them, or which I may not have noticed them, because as I was starting the year, I was so focused on achieving everything at once. Like, I wanted to achieve all the 15 goals at once. So the fact that I was not able to do that until June, I had already kind of given up on my list. So don't be scared of creating a New Year's resolution list. Don't be scared of creating that vision board, because that's actually kind of a guidance. Work slowly, work at your own pace, and trust me, by the time it reaches December of next year, you will have achieved, or you have accomplished a lot of the goals, and until then you actually realize that you have worked on your goals. So yeah, that's all about the 2022 vision board. The next is 2022 highlights. So my main highlight for this year would be me starting my YouTube channel. I remember starting this channel, I think it was end of May or early June, and I actually planned to start it in January of 2022, but by then I had no confidence to do it. I thought I had no equipment to do it. I had issues with procrastination, self-imposter syndrome, all those sorts of issues made me not to start it by then. They were all just excuses for me not to do it, but I'm super proud of myself for actually deciding to start the channel on this platform, and I am thankful for 185 of you who have actually subscribed to my channel. And for those who haven't yet subscribed, I mean, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe to my channel. Let's continue growing. Let's continue. I will continue sharing some educational content, some beautiful content, and yeah, I hope as I start my new year, of course, my aim is to grow a beautiful community of beautiful people out there, where we are able to share different ideas. We're able to connect and communicate on different aspects of life. And I know it's been 7 months since I started my channel, and some would think, okay, for 7 months I only have 185 subscribers. I mean, that's a lot of time, and my channel seems like it's stagnant. But trust me when I say I am so happy with where I am at the moment. I mean, it takes these slow progresses for me to actually acknowledge the success when it comes. So I'm not in a rush to become viral or to grow my channel overnight, although sometimes I would wish that. I would wish, I mean, who doesn't want to just grow overnight and get monetized and everything? But as I say, little progress makes me acknowledge more when the success comes. It makes me acknowledge the effort. It makes me acknowledge the time that I have put in. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to that. And with YouTube, I have gained a lot of confidence, to be honest. As I said earlier, I didn't have the confidence to do all this, but now I am actually confident. That's one thing that I'm proud of myself. That's one of the achievements I have gained out of starting this channel, as well as I have improved my editing skills. So if you refer my previous videos and now, you would see a sort of a difference in terms of my editing skills. So that's what I'm also proud of. My other highlight for 2022, which would be a career highlight, is me going back to school. And that means I am one step closer to achieving my career dream, a dream that I have been having since I was a little girl, of being an engineer. And seeing that dream come true is one of the things that makes me so proud of my younger self. And one of the things that excites me for 2023 is the fact that I'll be graduating with a master's degree in construction, which means I will have made my younger self so proud. And I am so excited for that, and I am looking forward to that as well. The final one would be 2022 lessons. What are the lessons that I have learned in 2022? So as human beings, we come across a lot of lessons. Each and every day, there are a lot of lessons that we learn. We learn lessons from the mistakes that we do. We learn lessons from people that we meet. Each day just comes out with lessons, but the main or specific lessons that stood out in 2022 would be one, to worry less about the future. So I have been struggling with anxiety, especially this last quarter of 2022. That's from September all up to December. I have been struggling with anxiety a lot, and I realized it's because when I came back to school, that's when I had all this fear of what would my future look like, especially my career. Like, will I get a job? Will I get good results, good grades? What will I do? What will be my next move? And all of that just brought me anxiety because I was actually not living the moment. I was just thinking of the future. So I would wake up and think, okay, what will tomorrow come with? What will I do tomorrow? What application will I send out? How will I finish my work? Blah, blah, blah. All those sorts of things. And they brought me a lot of anxiety. So one thing that I will take on in 2023 would be to actually not worry much about the future. It's okay to plan about the future and have all these goals set, but the fact that you're not living the present and thinking of the future all the time, that drains your energy. I will not dwell in the future. Instead, I will dwell in the present, because the present is what we have at the moment and the future is not promised. Sometimes it's actually funny because as much as we think of the future, the present is the future. I think my younger self, at some point, as I was dreaming, as I was thinking of my future, the present is what my younger self was thinking of. The present is the future of my younger self. So I'm actually living the present, but at the same time, I am living the future. So I will take it seriously from now on, to not worry so much about the future, to not dwell in the future so much, and instead to actually live at the present. That's it. Period. The other lesson that I have learned in 2022, I would say, is to nurture relationships that I have, especially the friendships that I have. And I can't stress enough on how important friendships mean to me, and how important, or how my dear friends have helped me go through 2022. There was a certain point in life where I was, as I said, I was struggling with anxiety. I was just scared. I just didn't know how to go about life. And if it wasn't for the friends that I have, I don't know. I don't know if I would have survived it. But I am so thankful for the friends that I have, for the few genuine friends that are there. As I'm nurturing the existing friendships, I am keen to create more meaningful friendships who will be able to help me go through the next year. And through those friendships, I have also learned to be a good friend, I would say. So throughout the year, I've been so keen in reaching out to friends. I mean, if you're my friend, you can relate to this. I have been reaching out continuously, consistently, just checking in how they're doing, checking in what they have achieved, celebrating their achievements. Like, I have some friends who have graduated this year. I have some friends who have started working, have gotten their career jobs, which I'm also so proud of them. So I have been there for my friends, and I'm thankful for them to be there for me, because I know how hard it is to live a life without friends, and I can't imagine living a life without friends, because yeah, friends are just so important in life. The final lesson I have learned in 2022 is to find balance in everything. To find balance between work, between life, between studying, not to be too hard on myself, to actually be patient with myself, not to take life too seriously. I mean, if you know me, you know I'm a type of person who usually goes extreme in everything, and sometimes that costs my health, it costs my well-being at some point, and that's just not good. So finding balance in everything is so important in life, and it's something that I'm actually mastering, and I will take it on into the new year to continue finding balance. And with balance it comes boundaries. With balance it comes discipline, because then, and when I speak of boundaries, I don't necessarily mean boundaries between, I mean in friendships or relationships. Boundaries can come as deciding, if you decide I want work after 9 p.m., that means you want work after 9 p.m. If someone comes with work issues after that time, that's, you just set your boundary that I'm not discussing any work related issues at 9 p.m. And that's one of the healthy ways of living, because then you just become disciplined, you stick to your plan, and you get that balance between work and between life itself. So what next in 2023? I mean, I'm already excited for the year. I am gassed already. I just finished preparing my 2023 vision board, which I am excited to show you guys. I think I'll do this in the next video. But generally, I'm just happy for the year, and I'm looking forward to many, many, many more developments, self-developments, self-improvements, productivity levels, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to achieve more and more of my goals, my career goals. I'll be graduating in 2023. Woohoo! I'm looking forward to all of that, and I can't wait to see you guys more in 2023, to create more content in 2023, to grow my channel more in 2023. I have that on my vision board. In 2023, we are going to be monetized. We are going to be monetized. That's something that I'm looking forward to. I'm manifesting it, speaking it into existence. In 2023, we are going to be monetized, baby. Yeah, we are in Jesus' name, amen. So I'm just so excited in general of the year, and I can't wait to see you guys in 2023. So there you have it, guys. Those have been some of my 2022 highlights, some of the lessons that I have learned, some of my goals that I have achieved from my vision board, from my New Year's resolution list. And I can't wait to hear from you guys. Comment down below, what are some of your highlights for the year 2022? What are some of the lessons that you have learned? And what some of the goals that you have achieved? How much have you achieved from the list that you made for this year? And how proud you are of yourself for making it to this end of the year. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a happy new year, a successful 2023, and I'll see you in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, stay positive and stay blessed. Bye bye.